for the 2024 New York Pro with the defending 212 New York Pro champion, all the way from the next state over, Connecticut, the great apex predator, Kerrith Bajjo. Kerrith, defending champion. So you could have qualified any show you wanted, but this show obviously has some special meaning to you. Tell me about it.
Well, this is the New York Pro, formerly known as the Night of Champions. And to us, growing up in this area, this has always been the biggest deal. So to be part of this for, multiple shows, it's an honor. And there's nothing like competing in New York. There's nothing like the stage that's here in Teaneck, New Jersey. This is where I turned pro, so it has a special spot in my heart. And I wouldn't trade this for any other show. I'm sorry. I love all of the shows that I've competed in, but this one, when I finally got that win, it really it let me know that I've arrived.
Was this your pro debut also?
This was my pro debut in 2018. 2018, I placed eighth, and we've been jumping up ever since.
You've been doing a steady upward trajectory at the Olympia too. Tell us how many Olympias you've done and what the placings have been.
Oh, that's cool. Third time at the Olympia, I was able to pull off a fourth place placing. Prior to that, I was seventh. The year before, I was eighth. So, like you said, the trajectory is there, and we're not going to stop climbing. So, I love the guys that finished ahead of me, but, I got to eat, man. It's time to eat.
Well, that reminds me a lot. It's similar to Sean Clarita, the Giant Killer, 212 Olympia champion. I remember seeing him at New York Pro several times, up and up. He placed better and better every time. Same thing with the Olympia. I think his first Olympia, I don't think he even made top 10. But eventually he goes on and wins it. And I see the same thing. I can say this because I'm actually a lot older than you, but you're no spring chicken, but you get better and better. It's a sport that it's so inspirational for, in the old days, 30 was old, then it was 40, and now like 50 is a new 40. You're a long ways away from that. But I mean, how old are you now? And you still are getting better and improving every year.
So I like to say that I am a young 42, and I will say that I am aging like fine wine. So take it for what it is. I started late in bodybuilding, but I know that my ceiling is very high because just my competitive nature. I refuse to showcase something that's lesser the next time out. So my goal is to always improve. Age is not a factor. It usually comes down to what my body can do mechanically. And if I can't do it one way, I'm going to figure out another way to get there. So, as far as competing goes, I have all the time in the world to do this. And I would love to continue to do this as long as I can. So, as far as trajectory goes, we just want that number one spot, and that is the 212 Olympia victory. And I also want to get a few open victories. Yeah, I'm willing to say that on record. I want a few open victories, like straight up. I don't think that I signed up to be just a 212 bodybuilder. I want to see how far we could really take this thing. So, now that we're in a position where we can, step into pretty much any arena, respectfully, why not?
So yeah, you're probably going to pick up your qualification here. If I'm a gambling man, I'd lay some good money on you. Let's put it that way. I know what you're capable of. I know what you look like, and no disrespect to anybody in the line. There's some great competitors here, but I know what you're capable of. Open show. Clarita did it a couple years after the Olympia, 2 or 3 years ago. He beat Regan. He beat Sergio Jr. I mean, it was a strong statement for how the 212 guys can compete with anybody. It's all about the physique. It's not about height, weight, and this and that. Would you? I know we're getting way ahead of ourselves here, but would you do a show before the Olympia maybe, or would you wait till you get the 212 Olympia done this year and then pick one like a week or 2 or 3 later? You must have some kind of inkling in your mind of what you might want to do.
Well, I spoke to my coach Neil Hill about this recently, and we decided let's get this out of the way. Let's get our qualifier. If it happens here tomorrow, that would be awesome. But regardless of what, I foresee us doing an open show before the Olympia because we could then use the rebound and, look a little bit more impressive on stage, So that's the plan as of now. And if we could do that, that would be a hell of a season because this is one of those things that I got to get off of my list, Ron, is to do an open show and see where we size up against the big guys.
And I guess the last question, I got to keep talking about the open shows because people get no matter what division you're in, they want you to always go open. The classic guys are saying, I got to go open. People love the open class. Clarita did did the Legion show a little lighter than he was at the Olympia, and actually, I think it was a better look. Would you, because the strategy is always, well, these 212 guys, they can probably come in at like 220, 230 for the open show, but why would you do that? Why would you take the physique that's killing it at the Olympia, 4th place in 212? I know it's for you and Neil to determine, but do you think you look your best this weight, or do you struggle to get to 212? Do you feel you look any better, a few weeks out?
I've never had the struggle to make weight. That's never been an issue, but what I will say is we're not trying to be the biggest fish in the pond. If the elephant was, king of the jungle, then, the lion would be irrelevant, right? So looking at it that way, we just want to be as sharp, as crisp as we could be. If that's 1 pound, if that's 0.5 pounds above the competitive weight that I compete in 212, so be it. But it's not a number game until you got to make weight. So 212 is the only division that I'm really concerned about weight. Open division, we're going to let the cards fall where they may, and the goal is just to bring the best physique. Bottom line.
Well, I got way ahead of myself. So New York Pro is happening tomorrow, guys. This is my pick for the 212. The live stream is at NY. Two-time as of tomorrow. You haven't won it twice already, have you?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
We're going for 2 times.
And we need a ring for the 212 guys, too, by the way. What the heck, why not?
We got to make that happen.
ny/pro.com. You can get the live stream. Check that out. I'll be doing some wrap-ups with my buddy Jose Raymond. I better find out where he is. Where is Jose?
And shout out to Jose, because Jose warned me of this. I think 4 years ago, Jose told me, dude, you're going to hit your prime when you're 42. I think Jose was spot on. I think he was spot on. And I'm a big fan of Jose's. He actually once told me that out of anybody in the 212, I'm quoting you, Jose, out of anybody in the 212 division, he thinks that I have the most adjacent physique to his. And that was an ultimate compliment. So I'll take it. And 42 is that number. So, guys, don't quit early.
I mean, it's not a line on your face, nothing, man. If you could play a high school kid in some TV series if you really wanted to. Cool, man. All right, man. So I want to wish you the best of luck, Kerrith. I don't think you need luck. I think you're fully prepared. You and Neil Hill, I'm sure, got a great package for us tomorrow. So check them out tomorrow, guys. 212 division, Kerrith Bajjo. Thanks for watching. Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.